The thieves broke in, locked me in the pantry, and decided that robbery was not enough. They wanted a threesome with my wife. But they did not know that they had chosen the house of a Special Forces veteran. Be me, 29-year-old Ryan Thompson, living in a world that most people only dream about. Have everything anyone could want in life. Perfect Instagram-worthy existence. Settled in Boulder, Colorado a few years back. Best decision I ever made. City nestled between mountains and endless sky. Perfect mix of nature and modern life. Work as a wilderness guide for high-end expeditions. Making more than enough to live comfortably. Own place in the fancy part of town. Drive a custom Range Rover. Zero compromises on lifestyle. Cool October wind whips through the valley. Storm brewing on the western horizon. Late afternoon, clouds gathering like angry spirits. Pull-up collar on my flannel shirt. Glad I chose to wear the thick one today. Can feel the temperature dropping fast. Probably gonna snow before morning hits. Wearing my favorite outdoor shirt. Not exactly camouflage, but works perfectly. Muted forest green and earth brown pattern. Helps me blend into the wilderness. Water resistant too, which is a bonus. Just finished another unsuccessful bow hunting trip. Been tracking game all morning. Love everything about being outdoors, especially in the woods and near the streams. All this land belongs to me, my own private sanctuary. Take hunting and fishing seriously. Use everything I catch or hunt. No waste policy. Strong beliefs about proper hunting. Hate those weekend warriors with their fancy rifles, standing hundreds of yards away with high-power scopes. Call themselves hunters but don't know the first thing. Real hunting means getting close, like within 30 or 40 yards with just a bow. Gives the animal a fair chance. Shows your actual skill as a hunter. Own this beautiful piece of land in Colorado. 1,040 acres of pure wilderness heaven. Been in the family for almost 90 years. Deep in the heart of the Rockies. Perfect mix of everything nature offers. Property has everything you could want. Dense wooded hills spread across the terrain. 4 crystal clear mountain streams running through it. 1 massive alpine lake that sparkles like diamonds. Several open meadows scattered between the forests. Move through the woods like I was born here. Being 6'3" doesn't stop me from moving silent as a mountain lion. Learned all my tracking skills from my father and grandfather. Heritage runs deep in these mountains. Dark eyes and hair match my naturally tanned skin. Years of outdoor life made it even darker. Native American blood runs through my veins. Probably why I'm so drawn to bow hunting. Makes me smile thinking about it. Walking back to the old ranch house. Can't help but grin at how this place came to be ours. Feels more like home than any other place. Way better than my condo in Denver. Story goes back to my great-great-grandparents. Migrated from New Mexico plains during the Great Depression. Year was 1935. Times were rougher than sandpaper. No work anywhere, drought killing every crop in sight. Families settled deep in these rocky mountain hills. Perfect place where nobody would care. Great-great-grandmother and grandmother, both full-blooded Apache, came from the reservation in Arizona. Thompson set up their homestead fast. Started building a new life from scratch. Great-great-grandpa Robert Thompson did whatever it took. Had to feed the family somehow. Knew he needed cash to talk to the bank. Property they were squatting on wasn't legally theirs. Figured with a good down payment, bank might sell on credit. Robert was dead certain he could make the farm work. Just needed that legal paper in his hand. Wild cattle roamed these hills back then. Left behind by folks who couldn't make it, or just let them loose when winter feed got too expensive. Robert gathered himself a decent-sized herd. Not for selling, though. These were walking food storage for the family. Set up trap lines all through the hills. Started late fall when fur was thick and prime. Worked until spring thaw threatened the pelts. Money was scarce as hen's teeth. Local trading post would swap credit for pelts. Coyote, beaver, muskrat, and pine marten brought good trade. Sometimes even got real cash money. Family had another source of income too. Homemade shine from a hidden still, tucked away deep in a mountain hollow. Quality was top-notch, prices even better. Prohibition might have ended 2 years before, but mountain folks couldn't afford fancy store liquor. Didn't trust government or their taxes either. G-men weren't welcome in these parts. More than a few shootouts between revenuers and moonshiners, mountain folk preferred their untaxed white lightning. Gave them a choice they could afford. After 18 months of hard work, Robert had saved up $450. Huge amount of money for those times. Made the 2-day, 45-mile wagon journey to Silverton. Needed to buy the land and get some supplies. Small mountain town, barely 350 people living there. County seat of Summit County. Went straight to talk with Theodore Maxwell. Guy owned both the land and the local bank. That section of land is worth more than $2,000, Mr. Thompson. Maxwell wasn't impressed with Robert's offer. Why should I take less than the property is worth? Yes, sir, you're right. Robert kept his cool. This land probably is worth more, but not right now. This depression ain't going away anytime soon. How much you making on that land right now? I'll give you $35 every month until the loan's paid. Seems to me it's like having a bird in hand instead of one in the bush. Could see Maxwell arguing with himself. Look at it this way, Mr. Maxwell. If I pay for a few months, then can't anymore. You can take the land back. Robert held up the $450 cash. At least you got something instead of empty land making nothing. Maxwell changed his mind about Robert. Realized he wasn't just some dumb mountain boy. Started thinking maybe Robert had a point. Depression wasn't ending anytime soon. Government kept talking, but nothing was changing. Stared at Robert for a long minute. I believe we have a deal, Mr. Thompson. Held his hand out for the money. Reckon I'd like a piece of paper about our deal. Robert wasn't taking chances. Need a receipt for that $450 too. Maxwell realized Robert was nobody's fool. Took out some foolscap paper. Wrote 2 copies of the mortgage terms. Listed all conditions and penalties. Both men signed both copies. You've bought yourself a farm, Mr. Thompson. Reckon so, Robert agreed. See you next month with your payment. Left the bank feeling proud. Went to the general store for supplies. Loaded up the wagon full. Rode all day and most of the night. Had to get back to his farm. His land now, all legal and proper. Land passed down through generations. Father to son. Keeping tradition alive. Ryan inherited from his father William 5 years back. Was only 24 at the time. Parents killed by drunk driver on Mountain Road. Property willed straight to Ryan. William Thompson used it as hobby farm before. Had power lines brought up to the property. Got well water piped into main house. He and mom did some gardening. Mostly used it as getaway from city life. Leased fields and valleys to local rancher. Changed everything when I took over. Gave rancher notice lease would end after 2 seasons. Did major renovations on old house. Rebuilt barn from ground up. Turned whole place into private hunting preserve. Coming up small rise now. Looking down at cabin near tree line. Light mist starting to fall in gathering dusk. Windows glowing warm yellow in growing darkness. Smoke rising from river rock chimney. Lauren must have fireplace going. Bet she's got dinner cooking too. Really hope so. Starving after long day hiking. Stop at Ridgetop to look over both valleys. Deep sense of being home washes over me. Work in Denver, but heart belongs here. Old farm feels more real than anything else. Start down gentle slope to valley. Grin gets bigger thinking about meeting Lauren. Happened at Outdoor Sports Expo on Friday. Was checking out archery and fishing gear. She was beautiful girl promoting mountain resort. Lauren Reed read her name tag. Smiled at her. More interested in her than resort. Had my own mountain paradise already. Just wanted to get to know Lauren better. Yes, sir, she said, shaking my hand. And you are? Forgot my manners, I replied. Ryan Thompson, friends call me Ryan. Lauren started her pitch about Crystal Creek Resort. Let me tell you about our place. Explained all their amenities and adventures. Resort sits on Thunder Lake shores. Has over 3 miles of pristine shoreline. Properties in Wyoming near Jackson Hole. 2 hours north of Salt Lake City. About 6 hours southwest of Denver. Didn't really focus on what she was saying. Too busy noticing other things. Like how tall she was, had to be 5'11". Athletic build, moved like dancer. Long auburn hair catching light. Big brown eyes full of life. More striking than just pretty. Complete package that took my breath away. Crystal Creek has 1,200 acres. Full of deer, elk, turkey, other wildlife. Miles of hiking trails everywhere. Float trips on rivers in summer. Guided tours on lake year-round. Some of best fishing in the Rockies. Gave her sales pitch with real passion. Could tell she believed in what she was selling. While she talked, caught her checking me out too. Probably noticed I wasn't typical city guy. Could tell I spent more time in wilderness than office. Handed me special brochure, full color. There's 20% discount voucher inside. Glanced at it, handed it right back. Miss Reed, I'm really not interested. Lauren, she corrected with smile. Friends call me Lauren. Why aren't you interested in Crystal Creek? Got my own resort in Colorado Rockies. Just outside Boulder. Over 1,000 acres, plenty of wildlife. Even got black bear family living in cave. Rock bluff on far side of property. Year-round streams and decent-sized lake. Smiled at her. You'll have to let me show it to you. Lauren returned smile. Need to know you better before running off to middle of nowhere. We can fix that problem. Expo closes Sunday. How about dinner Monday evening? Start getting to know each other process. Why wait? Lauren asked. Get off at 5 today? Sooner we start this process. Sooner I get to see this resort of yours. Couldn't help grinning. See you at 5 then. That first dinner led to many more. Started dating at least twice every week. More when Lauren wasn't working expos out of state. Found out she was way more than pretty face. Grew up on ranch outside Fort Collins. Has master's degree in business administration, bachelor's in hospitality management. Dreams of running chain of mountain resorts, like Crystal Creek, but bigger and better. 3 months after we met, finally got to show her my mountain paradise. What she called Ryan's Resort had modernized old building, kept all historical touches intact. House sprawls like old ranch houses. Reminds me of New Mexico Plains style. 2 separate wings connected by breezeway. Built proper walls around breezeway. Added windows so you can move between wings. No getting snowed on going to bathroom at night. Second wing holds master bedroom suite. 2 more bedrooms for guests. Full bathroom with modern fixtures. Don't get many visitors up here, but when they come, want them comfortable. Updated all plumbing and bathrooms. Had second well drilled for reliable water. Kept old-time pump and kitchen. Piece of history worth preserving. Main house faces west for perfect sunsets. Large front porch with 2 antique rockers. Back porch mirrors front. 2 more rockers for watching sunrise. Mountains make incredible backdrop. Main section is 1 huge open room. Professional grade kitchen along one wall. Large dining area with original farm table. Massive family room in front section. Bathroom tucked against side wall. Lauren fell hard for old farmhouse. Loved valley it sits in. Story of how we got land fascinated her. Showed me she was natural in wilderness. Hair pulled back in ponytail. Minimal makeup. Like she belonged here all along. Helped plan hunting events. When not working Crystal Creek expos, I'd pick her up after work Fridays. Make 4-hour drive from Denver. Last hour on back roads and forest trails. Following old twin-track path to house. First week of November. Drove up together for archery season. Deer season had 1 week left. Work kept us away earlier in season. Planned to get buck this trip. Carried wood in for stove. Lauren put away supplies we brought. Planning 4 or 5 days here? If I get deer first couple days, we'll go fishing or hiking. Just enjoy being away from city. Any doubt you'll get deer? Lauren asked, pretending shock. Picked up bow, smiled at her. Using this instead of rifle. Gives animal better than even chance. Lauren giggled, ran across room, jumped straight into my lap. Smart enough to make me fall in love. That's good enough. That's right, Lauren, I love you too. Reached into jean jacket pocket, pulled out small ring box, opened it, held it up. Will you marry me, girl? Her answer was pure joy, squeal of happiness. Kiss that lasted forever. Hours passed before remembered dinner. Heading out before first light, said while getting ready for bed, try for deer up by Big Rock Shelf. Next valley over? Probably late afternoon before back. Unless get lucky with early shot. Hiking back now, thinking of Lauren. Suddenly clouds open up. Downpour snaps me to reality. Better get inside, think to myself. Notice weather getting worse fast. Step onto back porch for shelter. Grab soft dry towel from wall peg. Wipe down bow and leather quiver. Made quiver myself from cowhide. Holds dozen hunting arrows. Broadhead's perfect for large game. Recurve bow is special piece. Custom made by Blackstone Archery. Small shop in Durango. Took months of measurements. Testing until perfectly balanced. Everything exactly right. Hang bow and quiver on wall pegs. Let them adjust to room temperature. Unbuckle leather belt with hunting pouch. Hang that up too. Wipe mud off boots carefully. Step inside house. See Lauren at kitchen table. Head down, hair hiding face. When she looks up, blood runs cold. Red handprint visible on her cheek. Take 2 steps toward her. Notice 4 armed men by door. Biggest one has .45 pointed at me. That's far enough, buddy, he orders. Motions with gun. Join the little lady at table. Sit next to Lauren. Check she's not hurt worse. No money to speak of in house. Keep voice steady. Keys to truck are in it. Take truck and supplies. Just leave us be. Big man shakes head. Cruel smile on face. Don't understand situation here, buddy. Introduces his crew. That's Kenny, Mitch Peterson. I'm Carson. We're your worst nightmare. Size them up quickly. Kenny looks skeletal. White hair. Mitch short but built wide. Peterson has crazy eyes. Carson towers overall. Must be 6'5", radiates pure meanness, despite almost friendly tone. What do you want? I ask. Mind racing. Thinking how to protect Lauren? Ever read story called The Most Dangerous Game? Carson asks. Nods slowly. Lauren stays silent. Rich man hunts another man. Carson explains. On private island. I've hunted everything. All across North America. Got bored. After reading that story. Decided to try different prey. People will be my new challenge. You two are next on list. Ask them why us. Try keeping voice steady. Scouted hunting spot near Glenwood Springs. Carson explains. Back in August. Stopped at courthouse in Boulder. Getting deer tag. Overheard you talking with gas station owner. About hunting on your property? Said it was perfect? Middle of nowhere. Got me interested. Did some investigating. Here we are. Your farm's 50 miles from nearest town. Property all posted with no trespassing signs. Perfect spot for our experiment. After hunt, assuming you're successful, think we found ideal location. We'll bring other candidates here. Continue our entertainment. Story was about one man hunting another. Point at other three. What about them? Wanted to share thrill of hunt. Carson grins. With my friends. Tomorrow at dawn, you get 1 hour head start. Then we come after you. What about Lauren? Heart pounding harder. Young lady will be prize. Carson leers at Lauren. For man who kills you? Hope I win? Laughs coldly. If I do, I'll share trophy with friends. Expect them to do same. If they win, try not to show rage. Carson points pistol at us both. None of that now. You two, get over on couch. Kenny, tie them up. Not too tight, though. Want our prey to have feeling? In hands and feet. Skeletal man uses climbing rope. Nylon, professional grade. Ties me first, then does same to Lauren. Suggest you get some rest. Carson smirks. Hunt begins at dawn. Will prey be allowed weapon? Asks sarcastically. No intention of getting hurt. If you get lucky. So no, you'll be unarmed. Carson, Kenny, Peterson head through breezeway. To bedrooms. Leave Mitch to guard us. Watch and whisper with Lauren. When Mitch not paying attention. Or using bathroom. Discuss plans and options. Still awake 4 hours later. When Kenny comes to relieve watch. After Mitch leaves. Kenny goes to stove. Gets coffee pot. Pours himself cup. Lean close to Lauren's ear. Whisper soft as breath. No matter what, I will come back for you. Lauren looks at me. Gentle smile. I know you will. Leans closer. Kisses me. Just don't get yourself killed. They're not good enough to catch me. You do what you need to stay alive. I will come for you. Lauren seems stronger now. Nods firmly. Sun's starting to rise now. Carson, Kenny, Mitch join Peterson in kitchen. After getting coffee, Carson pulls gun. Sends Kenny to untie me. Let him stretch legs. Before we send him off, hunters let me take long drink of water. Push me toward back door. You have 1 hour head start. Carson instructs. From time we put you outdoor, won't watch which way you go. But in 1 hour, we track you down. Start to say something. Carson holds up hand. You now have 59 minutes. Stare at him few seconds. Turn toward door. Step onto back porch. Carson slams door behind me. Cruel smile visible through window. Grab my bow, quiver, hunting belt from wall pegs. Good thing they didn't check back wall. Think to myself, leave yard at steady pace. Not too fast, not too slow. 10 minutes later, settle behind massive pine. On hill overlooking valley and house. Snow starting to fall, light but steady. Dark clouds hanging low. Watch Carson, Mitch, Peterson step onto porch. Carson points up closest hill. Men head into woods. So much for our head start. And being sporting, think to myself, if snow gets heavier, harder not to leave trail. Watch men climb over hill crest. Start down other side. Tighten ties on winter moccasins. Special boots for silent movement. Wait few minutes. Make sure they're gone. Only saw 3 hunters. Kenny must be left behind. Guarding Lauren. Slowly, carefully move downhill. Back toward house. Take quick peek through window. See Kenny at kitchen table. Facing front door. Head down playing solitaire. Lauren still on couch. Not relaxed though. Feet on floor. Ready to move. Watch Lauren rush Kenny. Kenny grabs pistol from table. Backhands Lauren. Knocks her to floor. Points pistol at her head. Yells threats. Put arrow on bowstring. Start toward door. Pretty sure can loose arrow. Before Kenny turns. Touch door handle. Hear one of others coming back. Down trail. Yelling about getting binoculars. Rifle shot hits wall near head. Hear actual shot right after. Kenny turns toward noise. Brings pistol up toward door. Lost advantage. Sprint for trees. Near house corner. Away from whoever's on hill. Kenny runs outside. Fires couple rounds my direction. No could have taken one man. Doubt could handle both. If broke through door, took Kenny down. Still have other guy to deal with. Would turn into siege. Us trapped in house. If took guy on hill, Kenny would have time to hurt Lauren. Even if got both, still have to run. Lauren couldn't keep my pace. Both end up caught. There will be another time. Swear to myself. Carson, Peterson come downhill. Meet Mitch and Kenny on porch. What happened? Carson asks. First Kenny, then Mitch explain. My appearance at cabin. Looks like our boy's trying to be clever. Carson laughs. Okay, Kenny, watch the girl. Stay alert. Points at woods I disappeared into. Directs Peterson circle right. Sends Mitch to left. I'll take middle. Stay sharp. If you tree him, shoot twice fast. Other two will come running. Everyone understand? Peterson and Mitch nod. Head back into woods. After minute, Carson follows. Goes straight behind where I went. Rifle ready for action. Thinks I'll run now. Try to escape? Carson dead wrong. Found perfect spot to watch hunters. See them split up. Wait few minutes. Follow Peterson's trail. See he's following game trail. Thinks I'd use it. To move faster, getting away. Loop around Peterson. Get couple 100 yards ahead. Snow getting heavier. Still not sticking much, except open areas. Stay under trees. Avoid leaving footprints. Find 8-foot rotted stump, right beside game trail. Dead tree hollow inside. One opening into center. Pull out hunting knife. Step into hollow. Wait for Peterson. Peterson holds rifle ready. Prepared to shoot fast. Hears rustling behind him. Turns quick. Before complete turn. Arms circle his neck. Knife touches skin. Tries struggling. Shake him like ragdoll. Be really, really quiet. If you want to live, order in low voice. Drop rifle? Kick it away. Peterson hesitates. Feel knife slide light across neck. Shallow cut starts bleeding. Do as I say, or I finish job. Peterson follows orders. Kick back of his knee. Drops to wet ground. Face down and leaves. Pull hands behind back, one at time. Use zip tie from hunting pouch. Secure them tight. Use second tie on feet. Pull feet up. Connect arms and legs with third zip tie. That should hold you. Cut 2 strips from his jacket. Push one in mouth. Use other to tie gag. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back for you. Pat his shoulder. Pick up rifle. Hide it well off trail. Don't want to use gun. Would alert others. Head east into trees. Light breeze picking up, making more noise than woods. Barry stops catch breath. Hill he climbed steep. Lots of brush, fallen trees. Sits on log. Brushes moss off. Takes out cigarette. Starting to light it. Feels sharp point. Against back of neck. Slowly turns head. Looks behind. Sees me with arrow. Aimed at his face. Toss rifle. Say in soft voice. Mitch does what told. Push him face down. Into ground. Secure him just like Peterson. Hands, feet, mouth. Hide his rifle too. Now I'll go find your friend. Say quietly. Suddenly hear rifle shot. Bullet hisses past head. Turn instantly. Bring bow up in one motion. Let hunting arrow fly. Carbon graphite shaft. Razor sharp broadhead tip. Covers 40-yard distance. Less than 1 second. Hits Carson just below breastbone. Arrow goes clean through. Sticks out his back. Through spine. Carson looks down at shaft. Then looks up again. Gives mocking salute. Falls over. No need tie this one. Turn like ghost in woods. Slip through trees. Head back toward farmhouse. Slip onto back porch. Peek through window. Kenny at table. Back against wall. Pistol braced on table. Nervously watching both doors. Step to side of door. Knock firmly. See Kenny jump up. Point pistol at back door. Kenny, it's Ryan. Call out. Peterson and Mitch secured up on ridge. Carson wasn't so lucky. Had to take care of him? He's up there too. Kenny's voice shakes. I've got the girl. If you hurt her, I will make you regret it. Promise in cold voice. Leave your pistol. Come outside. Give you my word. Won't hurt you. What you gonna do to me? Kenny asks, voice full of fear. Take you, Mitch, Peterson to sheriff. Wait few seconds. Come on, Kenny. Can't hold out forever. Have to sleep sometime. Kenny argues back. That's true. But you'll never know when I sleep. Just have to check on you now and then. Kenny looks at front door, wanting to run, but hesitates. If others taken by this guy, Kenny thinks to himself, don't stand chance in hell. Makes up mind. Lays pistol on table. Moves away. Gets down on floor. Before he calls out, come through door. Arrow ready to shoot. Let bowstring relax. Pick up pistol from table. Stick in waistband. Go to pantry. Get more zip ties. Used all others on Peterson and Mitch. Put knee in Kenny's back. Secure him like others. Then go to Lauren. Use buck knife. Cut ropes holding her. Help her sit up. You okay? Ask worried. Lauren nods. Rubs wrists. Stretches legs. Getting circulation back. What about others? Lauren asks. Like told Kenny? Too hogtied in woods. Give her grim smile. Had to deal with Carson. Good. That scum got what deserved. Lauren says firmly. Look closer at Lauren. Left side face shows bruising. From first slap. Right side swollen bad. Small cut at end of eyebrow. Ugly colors already showing. Let me get cold towel. For your face, head to kitchen sink. As leave her, Lauren gets to feet, limping slightly. Makes way to Kenny on floor. Draws back foot. Kicks him 3 times hard. How does that feel? She screams in anger. You little bastard. Thought you could use me for your plaything, didn't you? Starts to kick again. Put arms around her. Pull her away. Settle down, young lady. Can't help laughing. Thought I was Deadly Hunter. But you're really mad. All they talked about, Lauren leans into my arms, was what they were going to do to me? What we doing now? She asks. Can't call sheriff. No landline phone. Something you refuse to allow. On the farm. Cell phones don't work out here. We'll take truck. Go to Boulder. Tell sheriff what happened. He can follow us back. Pick up garbage. Just grin. Add explanation. Far as landline goes. Cost fortune to install. This far out. Even if could. Came here escape civilization. Not bring it with me. Like having electric power. But that's about all I'll stand for. You ready? Lauren nods. Then let's go to town. Before leaving, wrap ice cubes in towel so Lauren can reduce swelling. On her beautiful face, howdy Ryan, hello Lauren. Sheriff Mark Reynolds says, as walk into office, what brings you to town? Not your normal supply run day. Sees Lauren's face first time? What happened to your face? Best get over to Doc Wilson. Voice full of concern. Sheriff knows everything in his town. Being sheriff for over 15 years. Elected when just 26 years old. Such favorite of Boulder locals. After few years, nobody ran against him. Complete opposite of stereotype. 6'1", lean and muscular. Hair getting touch of gray now? Eyes still sharp as laser. One look makes troublemakers think twice. Nobody wants cross this lawman. Had some trouble out at my place. Explain what happened. Lauren adds details several times. 3 of 4 men tied up. Back at farm. Tell sheriff. You said 4 men. Where's the 4th? Reynolds asks carefully. He shot at me. Had to take care of him. Answer quietly. He's up on Ridge too. Sounds like they picked. Wrong man to hunt, Reynolds says thoughtfully. Get Lauren over to Doc's. When you're ready, head back. Me and Deputy will follow. Doc Wilson can't do much. Examines Lauren carefully. Cleans cut on her face. Closes it with butterfly bandage. Won't leave scar. So don't worry. Wilson assures her. Here's some pain pills. If it gets hurting bad, that cold compress. About all we can do. Going look like raccoon for a while. Get back to farm. Ignore Kenny still tied on floor. Make and eat lunch. Neither eaten since ordeal began. Hey, don't I get something eat? Kenny whines pathetically. No, you don't get anything. Lucky you can still breathe. Tell him firmly, shut up until sheriff gets here. After eating, go to master bedroom. Large closet has hidden door. Leads to gun safe. Holds all my weapons. Clean bow carefully. Unstring it properly. Put on special holder. Take out personal weapon. Glock 21 and .45 caliber. Clip holster to belt. Under rainproof jacket. Put on wide brim hat. Also waterproof. Start toward back door. Going bring Peterson and Mitch down. For sheriff. Explain to Lauren. I'll go with you. Lauren offers quickly. Shake head no. Point at prisoner. Hand her Kenny's 9mm. Keep eye on our guest. If Reynolds gets here before back, tell him what I'm doing. Have more company for him shortly. You be careful. Lauren orders firmly. Don't want anything happen to you. Pull her in for tight hug. Then head out back door. Hike up ridge to Peterson. Find him lying on side, soaking wet from rain and snow, shivering from cold. Cut zip tie connecting hands and feet. Then cut one securing feet. Leave hands tied behind back. Pull back coat. Show him my Glock. Going walk downhill. In front of me, tell him firmly, try anything or run. We'll shoot you. Leave you to rot. Understand? Peterson nods yes. Say it. Order him. I understand. Peterson says clearly, turn him toward hill. 2 men slowly make way. Back to farmhouse. Climbing onto porch. Call out. It's me, Lauren. Open door. Grab Peterson's arm. Pull him into kitchen. Sit down next to Kenny. On floor? Tell him. Peterson awkwardly sits. Go to pantry. Bring out more zip ties. Stick feet out in front. Order Peterson. Does what told. Zip tie feet together. Push him against wall. What about me? Kenny whines. Why should I be tied like this? While he gets sit normal? Pull out hunting knife. Roll Kenny onto stomach. Cut zip tie connecting feet and hands. That's much consideration as you get. Don't push luck. Warn him seriously. Turn to Lauren. You okay? Lauren nods. Flinches from pain. Where Kenny hit her. Going bring Mitch in. Be back about an hour. Tell her. If they get froggy, shoot them, leave through back door. Start up game trail, left side of house. Find Mitch rolled against log, lost his hat somewhere, hair matted down from wet snow. Push him onto front, cut 2 zip ties. Leave hands secured behind, help him defeat. Show Glock. Point back down game trail. Do anything but walk down trail. I'll kill you. Say in flat voice, no emotion. Where taking me? Mitch asks nervous. Back to house. Join your friends. Sheriff should be there. By time we get back, Mitch slips on muddy trail. Falls down hard. Careful now. Wouldn't want you hurt. Help him up. Large white van visible. Parked in front of house. As come downhill. To back of house. Looks like your ride here. Guide Mitch inside. Push him to floor. Next to Peterson and Kenny. Didn't bring body of 4th man down? Sheriff Reynolds says, question and observation both. Nope. He's up on ridge. Just off game trail. Answer simply. Should be buried. Reynolds suggests thoughtfully, if you want him, go uphill and get him. If not, well, varmints have to eat too. Take coffee cup, Lauren offers. Think for few seconds, turn back to Reynolds. On second thought, don't want his body on my property. Loan me, deputy. Take ATV uphill. Bring body down. Need body bag, though. Just give boys directions. Loan of ATV. They'll bring him down. Reynolds says, give me hand. Getting these 3 into van. He requests, free their feet one at time. Leave hands secured. Ryan and Sheriff Reynolds. Take them out to Ford cargo van. Only seat is bench across front. Behind seat several tie points. For securing cargo, Reynolds handcuffs each man. Hands in front, then cuts zip ties. Secures each to different tie rings, using fresh zip ties. Leave them sitting on floor. Best they can manage. Hey, can't ride like this. Peterson complains loudly. Could hog tie you again? Just toss you in back. If you prefer, Reynolds offers calmly. Peterson keeps quiet after that. Where'd you get van? Ask Reynolds. Didn't think Boulder had more than few patrol cars? We don't, Sheriff answers. After talk to you, went to U-Haul place, rented this cargo van? Reynolds smiles. Not like going worry about comfort. For this bunch, 2 deputies come back downhill. Body across front rack of ATV. Zipped up in body bag. Removed arrow. Couldn't close bag otherwise? Saved arrow. Left it in back. Ride ATV to van's rear. Open 2 back doors. Lift heavy cargo inside. Need take time. Secure body so won't move. On way back to town? Tell them, say we'll take ATV back to barn. Deputies climb into van cab. Argue about who gets shotgun. Sheriff Reynolds walks over. We're sitting on ATV. Glad you and Lauren okay? Says while shaking hand. Turns to leave. Stops. Turns back. Got question for you though. He says thoughtfully. Those men couldn't have caught you. In the woods. You're like ghost in there. In fact, could have led them around. Those hills until walked boots off. Smile and nod slowly. I know you hung around. Because of Lauren. That makes me wonder. What do you want, Sheriff? You stalked those men. Walked right up on 2 of them. They didn't know you were there. Why didn't you kill all of them? I know you've got the stones. So why didn't you end it all? Just kill them? Drape right leg across ATV's tank. Stare across valley. To woods on far side. Almost 10 seconds pass. Turn back to Reynolds. I'm a hunter, Sheriff. Not an executioner. Start ATV. Drive slowly back to farmhouse. Think about how close came to real tragedy. Park vehicle in barn. Walk back to house. Feel wave of relief. Mixed with bone-deep exhaustion. Lauren waiting on porch. Eyes full of concern. Everything settled? She asks softly. Yes. Reply quietly, taking her hand gently. Let's just focus on moving forward. We've been through enough. For one lifetime. Walk inside together. Warmth of farmhouse welcomes us back. Familiar scent of old wood. Sight of rocking chairs on porch. Brings sense of peace. Know that despite everything still have each other, that's all that matters now.